Go.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's call. We had some questions on last week's call of the free 14-day trial group that my team and I are doing for Team Cup and how we're running that. So it is a team effort. What we've done is Terry, one of my coaches, she made some graphics for us to use to advertise using Beachbody On Demand free for 14 days. So what we did was we created a group. I added all of the coaches in the group and made them all admins. And of course, everybody's promoting on their page. And as we get people interested and signing up for the 14-day trial, then we're adding them to the group. So what we did was the Saturday before we started, we jumped on a Zoom call and we went over what we wanted to do. Now, as you all know, there's a challenge du jour that we could use, but we decided not to go with that one. And each of us picked one of our favorite workouts. Actually, we picked two workouts that we can do. One that was high intensity and one like a lower intensity, or one with, with modifiers. So we also went through Fixate and picked our favorite recipe to share with them so that we can throw out the benefit of using Fixate also to get some healthy meals. So what we did is in our private messenger, we each put what workouts we wanted to do for the week, and we only did it Monday through Friday. And then we also listed our favorite recipe. So then Terry made a graphic of the recipes for each day, and then Tina made a calendar for us showing both workouts. So every day we just assigned a day, each person. So Terry started off Monday, Tina started off Tuesday, I was Wednesday, my sister Thursday, and then Tina Haynes was Friday. So we would just take turns posting, and each day, because it was our first week, we all went live on our day and welcomed everybody to the group, and just gave them, let them know if you need any help or anything, we're here for you. We encourage you to post, encourage them to try Fixate. If the workout that we recommended wasn't something that was for them, we encourage them to try something else and to let us know what they were doing. We only had one person in there, sometimes two, and I think they live together, but he would post sometimes, but her name was Stephanie. She was posting a lot, and she actually, and that's one of Terry's customers, and she was really liking the group and liking just the support, the accountability. So for the second week, what we decided to do is just go with Clean Week. So as you know, we have only paid customers are allowed access to the meal plan and the shopping list and stuff. So we went ahead and gifted that to them for being in the free group. So they had access to the whole week for Clean Week. They had the menu, they had the meal plan, and just the ability to try that program for a whole week. We also went live and let them know, hey, a couple of you signed up at the end of January. Don't forget, your membership will you will be charged if you don't cancel within the 15th day. But we have this awesome deal, and so we threw in that challenge pack to let them know the challenge pack was available. We haven't had anybody sign up yet, but we decided to keep that open even after those people leave, because if we have anybody else that wants to join, eventually their 14-day trial is going to end. Whether they decide to keep it or not, it's up to them. If they do, we let them know that we can transition them into another challenge group if they wanted, and it could be a multi-challenge group, it could be a specific challenge group, even if it was just, they're coaching them, just something to help hold them accountable, because not everybody likes to put it all out there on Facebook on their own private page, but having somebody to be accountable to, it really does help. So that's what we're going to do, and we decided for next week, which I'm guilty, I haven't even promoted yet either, but we're going to we already have another free challenge group starting, and I'm going to get that ready probably tonight, have it ready no later than tomorrow, but it's going to be a water drinking challenge. So, you know, I was always big on drinking my water, drinking a gallon, and I've kind of slacked on that. And there's a lot of people that slack on it. You know, there's some people that say, well, I'll just eat my water. And, you know, if I eat this vegetables, it's still water intake. But it's not the same. And we're trying to get people to, you know, just realize water is important. Whether you drink regular water, whether you add your fruit to it or something, you just need to make sure you drink your water. So that's going to be our group that we're going to start next week, but we're also going to have the free 14-day trial continue in case we have more customers that want to try it. We'll have them in that group already. So speaking of free groups, I'm going through the social team builder training, and that's actually the training that they're talking about right now is free groups. And one thing that one of the ladies in there said is to email your customers when you have a free group, and it doesn't matter what. It doesn't have to be a Beachbody program group. It doesn't have to be a workout group. It could be, you know, like our water drinking group, or it could be like Janice does, like daily devotional group, your sugar detox, organization, whatever kind of group it is. Reach out to your customers in your back office. That way, you know, even if you've reached out to them before, because I've emailed a lot of my customers and a lot of times they don't answer, they won't reply. But if you email your current customers and you're offering them something for free, then they'll know that you truly care about them and you're not just trying to sell them something. Because if you're just constantly saying, you know, letting them know that there's a discount on Shakeology or there's a discount on the challenge pack, if you're only giving them that, you sound salesy, and that's not what we want to sound. So you have to show them that you're offering them something for free and let them join. She said that she's done that, and a lot of the times, a lot of the people that she has messaged before that never replied to her, they will reply and say, yes, I want part of that group. So don't discount your free customers, because a lot of times they will be the ones to join eventually. And when you do this, you have to go into the free group without expectations. Don't expect them to order, which, you know, it'd be nice if we can get a challenge pack order. You might get the order, you know, right away after your group, people that are into it and they're getting results and they don't want the results to stop. But don't be disappointed if you don't get an order right away. The point for free groups is to build relationships with people, offer them value. You know, they want to see what you can give them for free without having to pay. And she also did say that you can, you know, do your post advertising your free group. When you get people commenting, send them all a personal message, connect with them first. Don't just add them to the group. You want to start building that relationship from the get-go. Talk to them, find out their why, find out what they want to work on, and say, hey, you know, if you don't mind, I can, if you'll go to this link and sign up for a free membership, you know, it's no obligation to buy anything. It just makes me your personal coach, your online fitness coach. But if they don't do it, she doesn't just say, okay, well, you can't be in my group, because you're giving them something. You can't expect them, you know, it's no expectations thing. And that way they don't think that you're trying to sell them. It's like, okay, well, you want me in this group, but you're just going to sell me something. That's not what it's about. If they don't sign up, you go ahead and ask them anyways, and you tell them, okay, well, I'll get you in the group. Do you mind giving me your email address so I can send you a meal plan from there? So you get, that way you have the email address and you can put them on your list. And if you have after this challenge group, if you have an upcoming group, that's your way to connect with them, through email. So you always have their email address. She gave us, and I'll post it in the group, it's really good information on her free clean eating group. And she gave us step-by-step what to do, how to invite, what exactly to post, her meal plan, her shopping list, and just there's pictures that you can use, just everything. It's pretty awesome. A lot of good information here. What to post every single day. And
what kind of meal plan is it? Does it follow anything that we do?
Let me see, I have it here. Not for the high fat, low carb, no. It doesn't.
So that would be something I would make sure that if you wanted to follow something, the exact one that Cynthia's got there for you, you always have to remember the end in mind. What's the end outcome? So she's sharing something that she has, but she might or might not use it because she's a high fat chick. So high fat, low carb, if you were eventually wanting them to become a customer of yours, and it would be hard to promote that type of clean eating into something that you don't actually do with a paid group. But that can be tweaked. So what she has there, if it would be a really good foundation for someone. And then if you don't do high fat, low carb, it might be perfect for what you're already wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally up to you.
And there's people that don't want to do high fat, low carb because they're scared of it. So regardless if, like how, I'm high fat, low carb now, but there's people that I've talked to, they're like, well, I don't know if I could stick with it. And I don't know, whatever reservations they might have, then this would be something that I would offer them next, because not everybody's an intermittent faster, not everybody's high fat, low carb. So this would be something, and like you said, you can tweak it. We can go through the meals. We don't have to use it word for word, and we can make it high fat, low carb. But it's just a little, she even has a meal shopping list here, and then there's the meal plan. But I have the link to her stuff, and I'll share that in the group. But she, like I said, she emails them.
I have a question or a comment based on what Janice said. I mean, a lot of times aren't we doing baby steps knowing that you're still intriguing and on that journey with them really for the foreseeable future, even though, you may have this plan, you're always creating intrigue, whether they're a customer or not, so.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I was just bringing up the fact that if you have a high fat, low carb specific group coming up and you're trying to use your free group to lead into something specific, it does help to use the free group to lead you into it. But if you're just trying to create some engagement and some, have them get to know you and build relationships and connections, you can do whatever you want. There's no right or wrong in that. I just personally would have a hard time using a meal plan after talking about high fat, low carb for the last 2.5 years. I personally would have a hard time running a free group like that if I have a big group coming up, unless I was to go say, I'm going back to basics. I know not everyone's a high fat, low carber like me, and I'd probably make some kind of announcement that I have a big group coming up and then offer the free group to people that might not. I always lead with my paid group. I'll be honest. I always lead with my paid group, and then when they say no, I use my free group as a backup. And this month, we have Team Cup, so now I've already ran 4 free groups leading up to this month and in this month, right? So if you want to change it up, that's perfect. If you wanted to try to connect with other people, because that's not where I started either. I would have probably rather been in something Cynthia has right now 3 years ago. I wouldn't have been ready for high fat, low carb either. So
and that's what you want to look for too. They talk a lot about your avatar, and your avatar is what you were before you are what you are now. You're a high fat, low carber now, and like you said before, like me, before I did high fat, low carb, I didn't know what the hell it was all about. I had no clue, and I just tried to eat what I thought was healthy, and it worked for me for a certain, up to a certain point, and then it stopped. So for somebody totally new to clean eating, this would be good, because it just gets them a step in the door. And if they decide this is the way they want to go, well, then they have an idea of how to eat. If they still follow you, then, and know that you're eating different, and they're like, hey, what are you doing? Now I want to do what you're doing. Just because I'm eating like this doesn't mean I can't offer somebody a different option.
Right. Very true.
Let's see my notes again. So then she has her daily posts, and then she has people that help run it. So every day she'll have, like we do now, we have people in there introducing yourself and telling your story. She has pictures of herself, of where she was and where she's at now, how she felt, how she was able to feel better about herself. And everything is here. I mean, she talks about the importance of celebrating whatever change they might have. If they were soda drinkers and they started drinking decaffeinated teas, celebrate that with them. Encourage them to keep going. It just, every little change in their eating habit will make a difference for them. And then she said to do something fun. Show them that it's not just about fitness. We like to have fun too. And she had something really cool that I liked, and I think I'm going to use it. Have a contest with your group and offer points. And it doesn't have to be a big prize. I mean, she had a headband on, and she said, I send somebody a headband. It could be something small. It's not the prize, it's the interaction that everybody gets doing this. So what she did was she made a challenge for people to post on their personal page. So of course everybody's posting in the group. Everybody's comfortable in that group because everybody's doing the same. Now doing this, you get to see what kind of coach material there'll be. So if they're willing to post on their personal page and get people asking questions and, talking to other people, more than likely they're going to be a good coach. And that's when, you'll know. She had something different to post every day. So her post theme ideas were like a meme Monday. And she made a meme out of herself. So make a meme out of your own picture. And she was like, I don't even remember her expression. She was like, or something. And then it said, I don't always work out, but when I do, I tell everyone on Facebook. Just something funny. Tuesday was, what was it? Tasty Tuesday. And she had a picture of herself and her meal, showing her meal and just saying something about it on the picture. Wacky Wednesday, it was a funny picture of her wearing a witch's hat with her dog right by her. And then, just some kind of something on there to catch other people's attention. Thirsty Thursday. Would it be what a lot of people would think? Some people would put, alcohol, whatever. I don't know. It could be your water, though. It could be whatever. Fitness Friday would be a picture, after you work out, or somebody posted a video on their page and said, I never thought I'd be able to do this, but now I'm doing it. You can too. No excuses. Hi. Sorry. And I lost track. Inspiration Sunday. Just any kind of inspirational post. So she made it fun. And of course, have them tag you in the... Are we still there?
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay. just have them tag you, and then you just keep track of their points, and then just give them a small prize. At the end of the challenge, they post the results, and then you celebrate them, of course, at the end. There's a final post where she talks about, where's it? See, and I typed everything up. I did all this at work. Beachbody work at work. It was a really good post. It says, "Great job, everyone. I'm so happy to see so much progress in just 1 week. Can you imagine if you did this for a month? I'm so proud of each of you for committing to yourselves and following through. So much of our success in life in general is in the follow through. You proved this week that you can do awesome things in just 7 days when you're committed. So yay you. I wonder how many of us would take a moment to post something encouraging about our journey on our personal wall so that others will be inspired and join you on this great ride that you've undertaken. There's something truly beautiful about paying forward what you've been given to someone else, and a great way to do that is just by sharing our journeys. So where are my motivators?" So that was really good. And then her final post, she's thanking everybody for joining. She says, "My clean eating groups are 7 days only because I can only be so many places at once, and I like to be able to focus 100% on each group that I host. However, if you're ready to bump up the intensity a lot, and if you would like to continue this healthy living with me, I still have spots left in my upcoming 30-day challenge group. We go a bit harder core in the challenge groups, and I like to think of my clean eating groups as a jump start to a challenge group. If you'd like more information on how to join that, please message me. I do also have an accountability group that I host for ongoing support. Please let me know if you'd like me to add you to that group." So that's your invitation to get them into a paid group.
Perfect. That's awesome.
And so, like she said, just, don't have any expectations. Eventually your sale will come. You just have to build that relationship and have people trust you first, that you're not just out there spamming them and trying to get them to buy something and forget about them. When you offer them value and give them something first in return, then when they're ready, they're going to remember you because you gave them your time. You helped them. You're the one that gave them that jump start that they needed. What else? Anybody have questions? She also said, whenever you go on to another group, that you're going to get a lot of freebie seekers, which are the ones that never transition into a paid group, and they just keep getting into your free groups. So at that point, she requires them to bring a friend before she adds them into the next group. So that way, you're getting referrals and new people in your group, and maybe they might be the ones to join. And she calls it her friends don't let friends eat junk plan.
That's cute.
What else?
You know what I like about that the most is that almost all the tips that are really beneficial, you could use that and apply that to any group that you wanted to run.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, even if it was just a devotional or a book club.
Yes. And it could be like something as easy as searching on Pinterest. There's a lot of workouts on Pinterest that you could do a 7-day workout. It doesn't have to be Beachbody. And you can tie in clean eating and exercise. Start off with the clean eating, start on Monday, and just don't make them feel like they have to be perfect. If they screw up on Monday, then they screw up. You just got to encourage them to get back on track. And then maybe Wednesday, throw in a workout. You could do one where she did a 5-day clean eating and fitness challenge. And she offered a 30-day abs and buns challenge so that they can continue on after the 5 days. It was a 5-day eating plan, and she just found a 30-day workout from Pinterest and gave that to them, so that you're still giving them something for free. Let me see. And if you're going to do it, if you have a like page, you want to post it from your like page and request them as a friend after you make that connection. But what? Yes. But watch how many people you friend request, because you'll be locked out of Facebook for friend requesting too many people that you don't know. Facebook will get you for that.
They will do that from your like page?
From your like page or your personal page. If you go on and request too many people at one time, then yeah, you'll get blocked.
Do you think
it gives you a heads up warning, doesn't it?
No.
It has for me.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Okay.
I haven't, but there's been people that I've heard that they just are like, I can't post or whatever, because Facebook is always changing their rules.
Right.
I do know what you're talking about, Melissa. Sometimes you'll get a little thing that says, make sure you only request to be friends with people you know, and that'll pop up. And I'll say, okay, anyway, and I still request it like maybe 3 times, and then I stop.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't, because I think
I've gotten one before. It said, whoa, you're moving a little too fast there. Something like that.
Really?
It's like yes. And then also with messaging, like if I message too many people in a row, even if I'm not copy pasting, even if I'm actually messaging, but I'm like, and it's like the same thing. Then it'll say, oh, look, it's starting to look like you're using Messenger in a way that we don't want you to. Like the verbiage is kind of like that, and it says it that way. And
then even I remember Chris Downing too had posted that he was in Facebook jail for liking too many posts at one time.
That happened to me. Probably. Yeah, I think we were in
the high fat, low carb group.
Yeah, it was a high fat, low carb group, and everyone was introducing themselves or sharing their struggle or something like that. And I was like, and then boom.
Yep, it happened to me too.
I remember that.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Just think of your avatar and who you want to connect with, because you don't want to just get random people that you have nothing in common with. One more example of a post for a 5-day clean eating and fitness challenge was, eating clean has seriously changed my life. I have always been a lover of fitness, but combining the two is a recipe for happiness, energy, longevity, and looking and feeling younger. Age is optional. No more being overly tired, no more tummy aches, no more feeling bloated. Starting Monday, I will be offering a private group that will give you tips, tricks, and recipes that you can take and make your own. I will also be offering daily guidance and support you will receive. Meal plans, recipes, grocery list, 30-day abs and booty workout to continue on after the 5 days. Post below or PM me if you want to join us. We start Monday. So again, right here, you think of how your avatar feels. Like, did you feel bloated before you started? Were you tired before you started your fitness journey? How did you feel? So that you can relate to these people that want to start their journey. So always think of that.
Love it.
And I think that's it.
Wow, you did that in 30 minutes.
Yay me!
Bravo. So is that a link that you're able to share in the Team Cup page?
Yes, I downloaded that. It's her team is Shine Tribe, but I have it in my Google Doc, and so I will share that in the team page, the doc. So of course, just copy paste, but make it your own. Of course, we all know that. And then go check with your Mar. And then there's also links to some free workouts, like a 10-minute ab workout, 30-minute overall workout with Tony Horton, 30-minute Debbie Stevers core and ab workout, 25-minute Tony Horton overall body workout. Stop it! And booty workout. My dad's here.
I was doing a live call that one time. Do you remember the next door neighbor dogs? I can't remember what that was. And the next door neighbor dogs started to bark, and I was like, I'm gonna kill him.
Yes. Hello. Yeah. Hold on.
Did anybody have any questions for Cynthia?
I'll be right.
Okay. I did want to let people know, even if they're just watching this recording, we have 7 minutes left, but I am going to do a sugar detox group. I'm going to run it with a new coach. But what I was going to do is, if you want to run your own with someone else, one other person, then you guys can have all the content that I'm using. You can use it as is, or you can, but it's fun to team up with somebody. And sometimes it's fun to keep it small. Sometimes it's fun to do it big. I think I've ran 3 or 4 free groups recently, and I haven't really invited anybody to it myself because I was really trying to help all of the people that were coaches that were trying to invite people. And so sometimes, it's hard to lead and run at the same time. So I'm going to do a smaller sugar detox. Not that I don't want you in it. I want you to run one on your own with somebody if that sugar detox is something you want to do, or maybe pick up what Cynthia is going to post in the group with the clean eating. Or the other one is really good because you're using the products too, especially for Team Cup. You're already introducing them to the workout program, and like she said, using the meals from Fixie, which is the Beachbody On Demand. What is that called again? It's the cooking show. It's the cooking show on Beachbody On Demand. If you didn't know that listening in, so they have access to that during the free 14 days, and they can see the value there. But
Cynthia?
Yes.
How long have you been running these free 14-day trial groups?
We just started actually for Team Cup.
Okay.
This is our first one.
Your first one. And how did it turn out? I mean, are you finished with it already?
Now hold on, I'm almost done. We have 3 more minutes. A few people have, like I said, that one, Stephanie, she's Carrie's customer. And so she's been talking with her, but she has talking about Shakeology and about the cost. So she's talking to her about that. But we haven't had anybody sign up yet. But like they said, don't quit if you don't have anybody sign up after the first group. You need to keep on doing the groups, no expectations, and then just offer them value.
Right. And how far are you spacing these free groups apart?
Well, everybody signed up at different times, and I think Terry had a couple that maybe today or tomorrow is their last day, and then I have one that goes up until the end of the weekend. So the people that we get coming in, if we have anybody else, we're just going to add them to that group, and then they already have a calendar up of what workouts to do, and then every Monday we're giving them something new to do.
Okay.
So it's just a continuous for the month.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So the people who just, if they decide to let their free trial expire, you let them stay in the group and let their trial expire, but they stay in your group and see everybody else.
Yeah, and hopefully that'll give them motivation to get back in it. They can't do the workouts anyways because they don't have it, but if they stay in there and see everybody doing it, hopefully they'll want to get back in on it.
So I have a question that, for like you may not have run into yet, but this is my thinking process whenever you have like an ongoing kind of free group. Like let's say they jump into eating healthy or whatever, even though they're not using Beachbody workouts, and they start going to the gym and working out, but then they say, oh, but I'm still like eating healthy, blah, blah, blah. And then they start sharing any other type, protein shake or this or that. Have any of y'all ever run into that where you've had to, be kind of like, where someone's bringing up other products, basically?
I haven't run into that yet.
I'm just wondering.
I haven't.
Curiosity.
So are you
I would just take them out of the group.
So are you saying like on your like page or?
In my free, like
in the free group.
If I was to like right now I have an ongoing like graduate community basically, and I'm just using it as I know we only have
3 minutes.
But and I have some people who have been considerate And I've noticed that even though I've seen them comment in other like public groups with other people or whatever, oh yes, I love Weight Watchers, or oh yes, I do this. They're polite enough not to do it in my group. But it made me wonder, like, oh crap, like what if I was to start opening, up my groups to more and more people? And so that's where my brain went when she was saying these people are staying in even though they're not doing Beachbody.
Well,
So I was
think
just
it gives
wondering
you,
if anyone's run into
I
that.
think it gives you the opportunity to talk about or maybe compare, but again, it's all about helping, and people are going to try other things. So I wouldn't shut them down, because eventually,
That would be your approach.
benefits are going to show, and hopefully they'll come around, and they may not. But I mean, it's a free group, and you're just trying to be helpful for people.
Right. But I was just wondering if anybody had actually had to handle the situation in, what the outcome was if you handled it one way or the other.
That would be tough.
Janice, you're muted.
Yeah, Janice, you're muted.
I have tons of free groups, and I mean, they're still open, and they're still in there, and they're still not. And one thing that when Cynthia started this call with that no expectation, we have less than a minute. And by the way, Melissa Marks will be doing the next week's call, because me and Cynthia already we're going to call her out anyway, but we're running out of time. So, but Chelsea Pearson said it a long time ago, and I loved it. She's like, just help them anyway. Just help them anyway. And she's just a sweetheart. So that's
kind of been the way I've been handling it. But sometimes, it's even in, as you cross train into, with other, they do it differently. So I'm always asking, like, how do you handle it?
very true.
Like,
I think everyone on this call, and our heart is to lead with the helping. I think we're that way, and that's why I try to set them up saying there will be an option to continue after this. So I'm up in front and honest saying that there's going to be an option to continue, with me, and that's it, Beachbody.
So here's a plug. Tune in next week, because I might be able to help you with that.
Awesome. I love it.
All right.
Yep.
We better jump off here.
All right. Bye, everybody. Great call. I love this call. It was great. I love the free group thing. That was big help. Thank you, Cynthia.
Absolutely. Cynthia's gone, but hey, we'll tell her thank you.
Good job.
Just go in the group and thank her in the Team Cup page.
Right.
I'll get the recording up for everybody too.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.